And as we go into the Memorial Day weekend, it's a perfect time to thank those veterans, living and dead, that make our country great.
Some members of the greatest generation who fought for our freedoms during World War II are right here on the Gulf Coast.
Fox 10 News reporter Corey Pippen sat down with a 98-year-old hero today who experienced the war firsthand from the skies.
Often, Memorial Day weekend is a time to take to the beaches or just enjoy an extra day off. But it's important to remember the reason we can celebrate at all, our nation's veterans. For retired Marine Corps Colonel Matt Miller, a fighter pilot who flew in World War II, the holiday brings up emotions.
All I do is kind of go back through some of these memories that we were talking about and rejoice that I managed to make it back. I think about some of my comrades who didn't.
The 98-year-old graduated from the Naval Academy in 1937, going on to join the Marine Corps and fly in 140 combat missions throughout the Pacific Theater. After being taught to fly by Charles Lindbergh, Miller says he spent much of his service flying in an F-4U Corsair plane, considered the most capable fighter bomber of World War II.
And furthermore, it was kind of like being on a good football team. You couldn't wait to get in the game. People ask me, well, how does it feel the first time you start shooting at somebody else? I remember one time I was headed out and the zero was headed in and he was firing and I was firing, and it just seemed to me that I wasn't even there. It was just like something was happening in the movies.
Miller says despite numerous close calls, including nearly being shot down, he says his biggest fear came as a flight commander to make sure his entire squad came home safely. I asked Miller if he had anything to say to the men and women serving today. He related their service to an oath he learned in the Boy Scouts.
Well, I think they're doing a wonderful job. The Scout oath was, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. And I don't have to tell the youngsters today that, because that's what they're doing.
Reporting from Pensacola, Corey Pippen, Fox 10 News.
Colonel Miller was awarded 3 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 11 Air Medals, and 4 Battle Stars during his service. He left the Marine Corps in 1947 and returned to the Pensacola area to train pilots.